So I am off to Shipshewana. I am in the need of furniture. So a couple weeks ago, we went down there and our friend Joanne was selling in a booth, and I bought two of her cubbies and a wooden desk that was just the top part, and they already sold. Like within days they sold. So I don't really have very much furniture left in our antique booth. So that is what I'm on the hunt for. I am going down there looking for furniture that I can just hopefully just come from Shipshewana again and put into the booth, but that was a rare find that day. So where do you go in our area if you are in need of furniture? Shipshewana. If you are close to Shipshewana, which is like an hour and a half now from where we live, it's at every Wednesday auction. You know you're going to find some goodies. Whether you come home with them or not, that's a whole nother story. But we are running low on furniture. There's not enough time to paint furniture all the time. So sometimes I'm just looking for pieces that just need a little sprucing up or that I can just dust off and I can resell. So this is going to be one of those type of videos where I'm going to an auction, I'm looking for some goodies, and I have my vehicle. I don't have our transit van because Chris is working, and I went solo. So as I'm eyeballing furniture pieces, I need to look at the furniture piece to make sure that it'll fit into my expedition and that I am able to carry it myself. I do have a two-wheel dolly to help carry it, but I only have minimal space. And of course, bonus, if I can get any little items here and there will be a bonus. So I got it into the car. So now I waited for Chris to get it out of the car. When I was putting it in the car, you know what? Everything I carried out, there was always a gentleman that was willing to help me. Do you need help loading that? I can help you lift that. So yeah, and I was pushing this in the back of my vehicle, and another guy helped me. You know, there are good people out there, y'all. Yes, so I came home with this beautiful industrial cubby. Oh my gosh, gorgeous piece. You know, we women, we are eyeballers. I'm like, I think it'll fit. But there is a little bit of dry rot. This is probably a workshop, a barn cubby. It was never made to be in a house. And then this little piece had me worried that it wasn't going to fit, but God wink moment that that little piece was there, because when Chris was pulling it out, that piece of wood just disintegrated and needs to be changed out. So there, a little thing like a piece of wood, yes, that is a God wink moment to match up the patina, to not have to try to find any wood to replace that with. There you go. So that's all he's doing, is just replacing that because that wood is needed to hold the bottom together. So it is beyond dirty. It is dirty, dirty. I think it's gray. I'm pretty sure it is gray, but it has a couple layers of dust and dirt and I don't know. So a lot of times what people do is they just bring it right to the auction house. They go to an auction, they buy it, they go to a sale, they buy it, they bring it as is. They do not clean it up. So do not expect that all the stuff that you buy at an auction is going to be clean by any means. You have to know that you're going to have to put some elbow grease into it to get it clean. So I wiped it down once and then I wiped it down again. Yes, lots of dirt. And if it wasn't for it raining outside, we probably would have just used the power washer on it. But I really wanted to get the piece of furniture in, and sometimes when you use the power washer, you got to wait like for a sunny day, or you got to wait for another day for it to dry. So hand washing was its option. There I was, a couple of hours between Chris vacuuming it out and me washing every area that I could possibly wash twice. Now, I could leave it as is. You know, I want to just take it into the booth as is and resell it as is. But when I'm looking at it and the price tag that I'm going to be putting on it, which is around the 300 mark, I need to make it a little bit better than that. I love the Industrial Vibe. Industrial Vibe cubbies are awesome. And I think that Sweet Pick and Zinc is going to match up, or I can make it match up. So I'm actually not going to paint the entire piece. I'm just going to paint where it really needs to be cleaned up. Like where there was another one of these cubbies at the auction, but it didn't have the small cubbies at the top or those fun little pull out. I don't even know what those were for. It was probably drill bits or something, but I think that's a neat feature. It just had the long ones, and I couldn't have fit both of them into my vehicle anyway. I only could have one. So I chose this one. I love the numbers. I love the cubbies at the top. So I think it's going to match. I think that the zinc is going to match perfectly, and I will be able to wax it to give it that old patina. So it's not that I want to take and get rid of the integrity of this older piece. I want to clean it up. Still, when I am wiping my hand on it, I still am getting a little bit of residue on my hand. So what this is doing is actually helping clean the piece. I'm not filling in the scratches. I'm not filling in all the holes. I'm just putting one coat on where there's some of that red paint that that was not the original color. This was probably wood, then painted gray. I'm just doing this to clean it up. So, I mean, I don't know about you. It's different than buying something at a sale or buying something at an auction and having to make it over. But if you're going into an antique mall to buy a piece of furniture, I think you want it a little bit better than this. That's my personal opinion. So I only painted where it needed one coat. That was all. So all the shelves on the top, only the one side, I think I can make it match. So now I'm just taking some 220 sandpaper and I'm just sanding it back down. I'm hoping that it doesn't pull all of it off, which I don't think it will. Sweet picking sticks really well. It's just going to smooth that piece out. That patina is going to come back through that one coat, is my hope. And who would have thought having zinc in your arsenal of paints would have been a perfect match? So it does not look like a perfect match at this moment, but you have to see past that. I know that I'm going to add waxes. The waxes are going to change the color. Sanding it is going to change the color. But you can tell how well it is stuck, even with just that one coat. Then, of course, my power sander does not fit inside the cubbies, but that's okay. I can just go in and hand sand. So I did not paint the sides. I did not paint the back. I just painted that bottom shelf is all I painted. And I have to say, I'm liking how it's sanding. I'm liking how it's blending. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but I can tell it's blending really well. So now it is time to wax it. And this is like hours. I mean, it's not taking me forever by any means. I was working on other projects. I just let it dry on its own. I didn't use the heat gun. So I'm waxing right from the beginning just with the natural wax, just the clear wax. And then when that dries, if I feel like I need some of the black wax, I will add the black wax to it. But I'm trying to play the safe game of, I can always, change my patina just a little bit, but look at how well, once it's waxed, it's matching. And I am going to wax the entire piece because that's really going to help finish it off by cleaning it. So as amazing as this cubby is, yes, I scored this one also. Oh, it had been in a barn for a long time. These are two separate places at the auction house. These are not the same. I did not purchase these from the same person at all. This one needed a lot of cleaning, I didn't even video because it was gross. Animals had made their home in this cubby, so it needed a lot of cleaning. But oh my gosh, y'all, it is cigar boxes is how they made the drawers, or cheese boxes. It is so cute. So Chris is blowing it out. We ended up the next day taking it outside to blow it out. Each individual door came out, and I spent the time waxing each individual, making sure that it was as clean as I possibly could get it without taking away its character. So these pieces were definitely not like the other cubbies that I had gotten the last time we were down to Shipshewana, where I could just take them right into the booth and resell them, and they sold like days. So we needed those type of pieces, but these were not those type of pieces. They needed a little bit of help before they could go in there. And I guess I have to say, if I need to go find pieces again, and I can eyeball properly that they're going to fit into my vehicle. You know, I love going with Chris, but he can't always take a Wednesday off just to go down to an auction house. And I did not even stay the entire time. Once I had my second piece of furniture, I had other things to do, and I left and headed home. So I don't have quite the haul video from going to Shipshewana. The pieces of furniture was really what I was looking for, but I did get some yummies. I got some yummies. I'm pretty excited. But I got outbid on the ironstone this time, so I only got a few pieces of ironstone. It is what it is. We all know what we're willing to pay for something, and as a reseller, if I overpay, I can't sell it. So there's that. I did get this beautiful piece. Hello, look at the crazing. And well, it's not really crazing as it is the age, how the patina has turned. I love the detail on that piece. I'm not even positive that the lid is the original lid, though it fits. It does fit. Yeah, so, but it is a lot wider than the other piece, but that's okay. That's the fun of ironstone. I got this little, just a general picture. It doesn't say ironstone, but it's got that nice weight to it, and then it came with the little basin. So it's just a nice little basin set. I got this yummy. I got a Firkin sugar box. I'm like, hello? Yeah, I was running around like a madman trying to, like, between a few different booths. So this, let me get this other thing that I got there. Oh, hello. You know that I was going to go for it. I cannot help myself. The little mashers, they get me every time. The little rolling pins. Oh, okay. Part of Christmas to do is making y'all using this stuff. I cannot wait to get, my brain is just spinning. So though I don't get to go shopping very much, I did stop at a Goodwill on my way back from Shipshewana, and then I also stopped at an antique mall, so I'll share with just a little bit. I just got a few little things. Oh, I forgot, this did come with that ironstone, the plate that I got. So I did forget, this came with the ironstone that I got. It would have been a soup tureen dish, I believe, but look at that beautiful detail. So, and then at the antique store, I picked up these baskets because I thought, how cute. I mean, they don't lay flat though, but we can snip that little piece of metal off there with some bolt cutters. But how cute would a Christmas tree look in those? So though that was a good find. I think this was at the Goodwill. These steins, like the breweries have, they are good sellers. Yeah, Goodwill, Rusty Crusty grater, and a couple little of these little orb thingies. I like the metal and the patina of the wood. Hello, look at I don't know if it's blue, yeah, Blue Brothers Pottery rabbit. And then since we're showing rabbit, a jadeite chicken, no way, I cannot believe that. Yeah, some people sometimes price things to sell. And then we've got some butter dishes. I love the blue for the blue lovers. It's got some beautiful aged on these 3 little butter pats. And I thought these were super sweet, these little primitive animals, little folk art animals going on. I thought those were sweet. It was sold as a set. I did find another little butter press. Hello, little guy. There's another piece of ironstone, though. I have not had my buyers buying this very often, so this might be the last piece I pick up in this pattern. And then a pig on wheels. Come on, yes, of course. Oh, how cute is that little folk art animal? I think it feels like a wood, So I think it's like a wood resin, I don't know, piece. And can you all believe that I found Tinkerbell? Jim Shore's Tinkerbell, $12.29 at Goodwill. Just happened to be, I was leaving, I was walking out, and they rolled out another cart. And I'm like, is that Tinkerbell? Is that Jim Shore's? It sure was. And then at the antique store, I found this again, and it was $8. And then I got in my stash because, of course, it was missing the crystals. That's what it's always missing. And I sold the other one for $50 on eBay, so well worth the investment. I'm glad that when you get these in an auction box or you see them at an estate sale and they're minimal, pick them up, hoard on them. The lady that owns our antique mall, she also has a ton of these for sale. So there's the option also. So thank you guys for watching today's video. I know it was quick. It was a quick little trip down, quick hour and a half, to Shipshewana. I did not stay for the whole auction. The auction starts at 9 and usually gets done about 2. But I had 2 pieces of furniture, my car was packed, and there were some odds and ends I might have stayed, but my attention span was, I have other things I could be doing than waiting for those items to come up for auction. So, but I was happy with our 2 finds. Yes, they needed a lot more work than Joanne's wonderful 2 pieces, the cubbies and her desk. Well, I guess it was 3. Actually, I bought 4 pieces for her. The dresser is still there. But anyway, I'm happy that I got a couple pieces, and they did need some work. That cubby is absolutely gorgeous, and I just could not share with you how it was in a barn. It was in a barn. It had been sitting. Some critters were living in there, so it needed cleaned out. Little by little, we needed to take it out, take all the drawers out, try to get the drawers all back together. Afterwards, I waxed all the inside of the drawers, the inside of the piece, tried to clean it up as best as I could to keep that patina. Sometimes you're just gross and dirty, and you're like, I just can't always film myself. But the bigger cubby, that was a little bit easier, and just a few washings. And then the paint job. I thought, I don't know, let me know. Do you think I matched up and kept that integrity of that piece? It is gorgeous still. Oh, so we will see how these sell. You just never know. So thanks again for watching, making the quick trip to Shipshewana, Indiana with me. I always am happy to go to see what treasures I can find down there. And that is the first time I've ever gone by myself. Usually I am with somebody. So going solo, I could do it. And you know what? There's so many gentlemen out there that are willing. Like when they saw me toting a piece of furniture, they're like, oh, let me help you. Let me help you. Oh, that just warmed my heart. Even though I'm like, oh, I'm an independent woman. I can do it. I didn't have what did my one viewer say? I didn't have my CEO with me that day. I didn't have, which is carries everything out. I love that. I use that now. Thank you for that. So again, thanks for watching. We love you all. We will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to. Bye.